Hello everyone, hello, welcome to Look Back episode 63. Hope you're doing well. Yes, on this nice sunny day in the UK. Makes a nice change. Well, it's been quite sunny all week actually, so I was going to say makes a nice change, but it's been quite quite frequent recently. So yeah, so not too bad at all. And hi there, Scotty, how are you doing? Great, you're on your way back from Yorkshire and near Manchester. From Yorkshire, you say. So I'm interested. So have you, well, what's going on, Scotty? Because don't you back up in Scotland now? So I'm assuming you're doing some kind of round trip. Hope you're doing well, Scotty. Good to see you. Any chocolate action going on near Manchester or Yorkshire, or anywhere like that, or on the train even, if you're on the train. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. Yes, so Look Back's basically where I basically go over what I reviewed 1 year ago and 5 years ago, see where I still agree with it or not, see whether my score that is, and see whether there's anything that's of interest actually that's been and gone this, that, and the other. And hello, Alan. Great to see you. Have you managed to find a Yorkie brownie yet, Alan? By the way, I had a look and I've not seen anywhere basically. I was hoping I might stumble upon it, but it's not happened yet. But yeah, good afternoon, Alan. Hope you're doing well as well. Yeah, what's going on? I mowed the lawn today, Alan. Did many lots of adult things. Yes, I mowed it. It was like a jungle out there. Really needed doing, but back on top of it now. So that was something I've done today. Really. No sign yet. Yeah, one of those, isn't it? I think hopefully it'll turn up at some point soon. But I think maybe Andrew last week said it'd been sighted in Morrison's. But I did go to Morrison's, but no job. But mind you, my Morrison's is a bit rubbish, to be honest with you. It's they barely sell regular groceries. Never mind. Mind you, having said all that, I did pick up a couple of nice hot cross buns from there. A cheese one. It wasn't 4 cheese, but it looked like it was 4 cheese. And what was the other one? Clotted cream and strawberries, something like that. It wasn't too bad actually. Not too bad at all. Yeah, so glad let me know, Alison. If you do manage to spot it, let me know, and I'll get onto it straight away. I'm really quite excited for that Yorkie. I'm hoping it'll be as good as it sounds. Fingers crossed, yeah, fingers crossed. So I'm going to be giving away, it's a new month, so I've got memberships to give away this month as well. I'm going to try out some of this new, let's see if this works. I don't know if it will work. Let's see if we can do this. Can I set some kind of, let's have a look. Let's just see if we get one. Let's see if this works. I don't know. Let's have a look. We'll do, let's see if we get one super chat. I don't know, can I? All right, let's see. So let's see if we get, let's see if this works. We'll start a goal, see if this works. I don't know if it will work or not. Let's see, maybe it, start a goal. So you get one super chat. Let's see if we can do that. The new Aero Coconut has been spotting newsagent this week, apparently. I've not even heard this one before. And just seems to have no fanfare. No, well, I've never heard of it before, Andrew. So yeah, so thank you for putting me on that. Aero Coconut. I'm taking it's just basically, is it just a regular Aero bar with just coconut flavour? Is it white chocolate or the white confectionery, whatever they call it? It looks like, there we go. It looks like a milk chocolate coating with white Aero inside. It's supposed to be coconut flavoured, yeah. They never do. It's always flavoured, isn't it? It's always flavoured. I mean, I get it, though. I do get it. It's an interesting one. But yeah, nice one, Andrew. I've not even heard of that before, so thank you for mentioning that. I'll try and keep an eye out for that one. Newsagents. Yeah, one of those, isn't it? I've never found a reliable newsagent for just random good chocolate. You know what I mean? So, But it's not like you can just, I don't know, go to, it's like you can say, Morrison's or something like that, you know what I mean? They're all different, aren't they, really? Mind you, having said all that, I don't often go to a newsagent. Maybe I need to go to them more. So we'll see. But anyway, I've set a goal for one super chat. Can we do it? I don't know. We'll see if we can do it anyway. So basically, I worked out how I can actually change the... long story short is, I can pop out the chat window. So I can then pick on it, and that's when I click on it, and that's what makes it appear on the thingy-bob here, on the screen. But if I do that, I can't change the goal topic. So I was like, well, this is ridiculous, So it basically had to be like, earn £1,000 in 10 minutes, something like that, the default setting. It's like, well, that's, if only. So there we go. So, so basically, I just typed into Google, the problem. Basically, I don't know, ChatGPT or whatever it was, came back and said, this is what you need to. So basically, I just have to go into this. I have to open a new settings window, a new chat window, click on those and do all that. So it's just a nonsense, really. And Nestle, finally listen to me. It's been leaked online that they're bringing out the white blue ribbons soon. Oh, good stuff, Andrew. Well, glad you got Nestle's here. They picked the elite packaging, calls them vanilla blue ribbons. Okay, interesting. All right, so maybe. All right, so do you think by that it's not really white chocolate then? It's just vanilla flavoured. Mind you, hopefully they'll be white. So yeah, it must be white chocolate, mustn't it? But yeah, vanilla. Oh well, I'll take it. Yeah, good stuff. Fingers crossed then. I mean, they did so many nice blue ribbons, didn't they? And the black chocolate, dark chocolate one was really nice. I did I did really enjoy that one actually. Well, it was the fact that it wasn't just dark chocolate on the outside. It was the fact that everything in it was more chocolatey. It was just really nice, I think they did the wafer was sort of like chocolate wafer. The cream was like dark chocolate, something like that. It's just they just went out all the way for it. So I wonder if this one will mean that everything's like like white chocolate or vanilla, or whatever, all on the inside maybe. So that would be quite good if they just really go all out for it. So fingers crossed. Yeah, well, good stuff, Andrew. Good stuff. Glad they were listening. Yeah. Right, so let's start turning the lights on then, shall we? Let's see. Let's have a look. What have we got? Got that there. That's good. That's good. That's a good start. Let's see what else we've got here. We've got something else. Maybe we have. Maybe we don't. Let's see. Get some of the other stuff up. All right, there we go. 1 year ago, yes, I did a member review 1 year ago. It was a Cadbury cream eggs ice cream cones, I guess you'd say. Yeah, so if you remember, I'll put a link in the description of this after the event. It's not there at the moment, but yeah, if you're a member above, you will have access to this if you've not seen it already. Yeah, I assume it's still around. It's a good time of year for it, so go check that out. I'll say that's a member exclusive from a year back. Still a relevant one, I'm sure. Need to do more ice cream. I've got a freezer full of ice cream I've just not reviewed yet, because I've been cutting down the things and because long story short is, I've just been being careful what I eat at the moment. Obviously, it's very, very difficult reviewing stuff on this channel. Ice creams and things, they melt and stuff like that. And they're very Moorish, very difficult to put down once I start. So not really many ice creams. I need to get back into them, I think. But yeah, so 1 year ago. So right, so that was 1 year ago. Let's go 5 years back though for the look back itself, shall we? Let's see. We'll start 5 years back. I think that's always a good place to start. Yes, I'll just turn the other lights on, Andrew. Won't be a second. Let's have a look. 2024, no, there we go, 2020, yes, I've got another one there. Where's the other one gone? It's always a bit, I don't know where the other one's gone. Dear, these there we go, it's underneath there, but I want the other one that's, oh, there we are. Yes, for the late packages, it seems to be blue ribbon with white coating on the outside. Hopefully white chocolate or close to it with white cream between them. Well, that's good, white cream between the layers, that's good. I think that's encouraging. Because basically, it's like the dark chocolate one. They've gone all out to make it sort of like a white chocolate one. That's probably why they call it maybe vanilla, maybe because all the inside is all, the cream and stuff like that. So yeah, quite excited for that. It'd be a good one to do all three of them at once, actually, the regular blue ribbon. I know they do the hazelnut one. Which wasn't too bad actually. Hazelnut dark chocolate one and white or vanilla one. I hope it is white chocolate. I hope it is. It's Nestle, isn't it? So it's not like they don't have white chocolate. So fingers crossed. Yeah, fingers crossed. All right. So what did we do 5 years back? Quite a good one. 5 years. Speaking of white chocolate, well, was this white chocolate? Yes, I think it probably was. Let's have a look. Let's see. Yes. Yeah, Milky Bar with Smarties. Yeah, 5 years back. 5 years ago, this one. I gave this a, what did I give it? I gave it a 4 out of 5. I gave it this one 5 years back. But it said, looks great, colourful, lovely design. I don't know if they still do any more Milky Bar. It had a really nice wavy, segmented design. If you remember that one, Andrew. It was really nice looking, it was. White chocolate's great, and Nestle Milky Bar. I know they've changed the recipe. I need to perhaps re-review them. Had a lovely, really lovely design. Mini Smarties it was, they're not actual Smarties, which I'm not sure how I feel about really. The problem I had with it though, there wasn't enough Smarties in each block, so they kind of got a bit lost. Now the one thing about this is the Smarties themselves or Mini Smarties have milk chocolate inside them. So of course this is quite a great opportunity to have milk and white chocolate together in some respects. But because of Mini Smarties, because there wasn't that many of them, each segment of things, that all got lost really. Got a bit of crunch, but that's why it wasn't really more. I thought it didn't really explore the sort of the potential of having milk and white chocolate together really, as that allows. So yeah, so one of those really. I think so. I think for me, I think 4 out of 5 sounds about right really. I don't know if they still do this one, but same again really. I think from what I said, would have said more Smarties or bigger Smarties in there, full size Smarties. Yeah, it's a bit of a shame that one. It was a good concept though. Still a nice bar. 4 out of 5, still not a bad score. It's not a bad score indeed. So there we go. But what else? We had a few goals. Speaking of Aero, let's jump to the Aero one we had as well. Let's see. Yes, Aero. What actually called these ones? Aero purely chocolate. Oh no, hang on, that's not right. Mini. Yeah, purely chocolate mini eggs. Okay, that's. I thought they were just bubbles. I didn't realise they were mini eggs actually. But of course, yes, of course. Now, what did I give these ones? I gave these. It's a bit harsh. I gave 3.5 out of 5 again. Instead of light and lovely fluffy centre, Sturdy chocolate on the outside as well, so it doesn't really get to melt in your hands either, these ones. I thought they were quite interesting. But it felt like a weird artificial outer casing then, I guess. It wasn't a shell on the outside, it was just chocolate, but or whatever, you know. Well, they should be chocolate anyway. It's a bit of a funny one sometimes with Nestle and their Aereo products, but I'm pretty sure the milk chocolate one is just all chocolate. But the problem I have with some of these mini egg ones, it annoys me. These ones looked a bit more like acorns than eggs. They were basically like symmetric, you know, eggs. Kind of like, you know, a bit of are egg shaped. This one looked a bit more like a rugby ball shape, and it really annoys me actually that they do this sometimes, because it's obviously cheaper to have. Well, I don't know why. I don't know why they do it. I don't think it's cheaper actually, because you've still got two halves of a mould. I don't know. Maybe it is cheap. I don't know. I'm not sure really if it's symmetrical in 4 ways rather than just 2 or something. I'm not really sure, but anyway, I wouldn't have thought so, but who knows. So anyway, these ones, yeah, I felt like I was being a bit harsh on these ones actually. I gave them all good stuff. I think my problem with it is, I don't know, it was a weird one. I kind of got obsessed with the fact that you actually got more in the packet than you should have done, according to the weight. So yeah, it was an interesting one, this one. So I felt like, you know, I don't know if I held it back because of that, because I was saying the nutrition information isn't accurate and stuff like that. It was a bit, I mean, that is true, but I don't know, I felt like I was a bit harsh. So I'm going to up this one to 4 out of 5. You know, because I gave it lots of good results, good praise really, but I still gave it 3.5 out of 5, which seemed a bit harsh. Couldn't see, and there was no negatives for I was giving it to justify that, I don't think, other than, as I say, having too many of them in the pack. So I thought that was a bit harsh, to say the least. But nonetheless, there we are. So yeah, about 4 out of 5 is about right for that one. So are they still around? Anyone seen them? I don't know really. Yeah, I'm not sure. So we can start. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. All right. So I've clicked a button. I can't get rid of something. Okay, there we go. Right, there we go. Okay, so not too bad, those ones. But I don't think I've seen them this year. But I'm sure they must be out. But I don't remember. I remember seeing the mint ones, I think. I think so anyway. But interesting. Okay. All right. Okay, let's see what else we've got now. Yes, we've got caramel nibble. I think they've kind of rebranded these ones a bit. Look a bit different now. Caramel dairy milk caramel nibbles. Yeah, so these ones. What did I give these ones? Let's see. Now, strangely, these ones I gave these a 3 out of 5. I gave these ones. I said that they smell wonderful, look great. Have a Cadbury, and they also have like it's on the bottom of the button or what a nibble has like it says Cadbury. Underneath it. I thought that was quite a nice touch. Although I'm sure it seems to recall now someone saying in the comments that they didn't have Cadbury written on there. I wondered if they were knockoff. I thought it was quite, could have been, but I feel like the packaging and all this and the other, not likely to be, especially in the UK anyway. But yeah, but the problem with them is you couldn't really taste the dairy milk on these ones, and the caramel was a bit, basically it just felt like the taste didn't quite work out, didn't balance out. You couldn't taste the dairy milk, couldn't really taste the caramel enough, there wasn't enough of it, not as good as some of its parts. But I feel like that's a bit harsh really, because I'm sure these are still pretty nice, despite all that. So I'm quite, I don't know, I feel despite that, even if that was the case, I still feel like they'd be pretty nice and a bit better than a 3 out of 5. So I'm going to up that one to 3.5 as well, that one I think. So yeah. I think that's probably about right. I'm sure they've changed the changed the packaging on this one now. Maybe a bit more. I don't know if they call them. I think they still call them caramel nibbles, but look a bit more like regular Cadbury buttons, I think. But there we go. Let's have a look. Dairy milk. Let's see if they're still around. Yeah, I think they are. Let's have a look. Yeah, it looks like they are, yes. Still called the same, they just look a bit more like Cadbury buttons now, with the packaging and there's like the same design and stuff like that. So, interesting one, yeah. I mean, as I say, still, as I say, even if those negatives were still the case, I feel like 3.5 is probably the right one, because I feel like the caramel and chocolate is still a nice combination, really. So there we go. There we are. And what's this one? Yes, the white. Now I couldn't find a decent picture of this one. It seemed to just be the full bar version of it. The full bar, the chunky like 4x8 bar, or whatever it is, segmented bar, rather than the chocolate bar like this. So I just used my own thumbnail for this one. Sometimes I quite like these thumbnails. These old ones are just literally just like a shot of me holding it to the camera. Don't know if I should go back to those or not. I'm not really sure. I mean, they are quite, to the point, but I don't know. Interesting one. Did those for quite some time, but I don't know. Marsha Do Galaxy Caramel Nibbles. like they do Galaxy counters. Yeah, that's a good point, there, Andrew. They don't. Why? I wonder why they don't do that. Yeah, seems like so obvious. Now it's a good one actually because I think 5 years ago, the next look back will have. I think I'm sure it's. Well, in fact, did they do that, Andrew? I feel like they did do that. You know. Let's have a see. I feel like they did do something like that. Or was it a crunchy caramel? I think it was crunchy caramel, wasn't it? Let's have a look. Let's have a see, Galaxy. I'm sure they did. I think it was crunchy caramel chunks in the buttons or something like that. Yeah, caramel crunch. Yeah, so they did do it. Galaxy buttons caramel crunch, but it wasn't runny caramel, which of course is what you're meaning. But that was just because they were very nice. But I don't think they do them anymore. They might be in look back next week. Oh no, we've already done them in look back. I think it was in 2019 I reviewed those. But yeah, interesting one. So basically, yes, they've done something like that, but never actually. Yeah, they do counters. Yeah, strange how they don't do that. You're right, Andrew. They should do that, and it seems like a no-brainer, really. I would definitely get them. Really nice ones, those, for sure. Yeah, strange how they. Strange, isn't it? You know, strange. I've always thought Mars missed some obvious things. Why don't we get Galaxy white chocolate in this country? They obviously make white chocolate for white Twixes and white Easter eggs, etc. Yeah, it's a good point, really, that, isn't it? Yeah, they don't seem to do white chocolate in it. Yeah, just straight white chocolate of anything, do they? And Galaxy would make sense. I don't know why they don't do that. And as you say, they do it in other countries. I realise, you know, and you could say, well, in the UK, Galaxy is what it is, you know what I mean? But it's not really, is it? They've done the dark milk one, didn't they, not too long ago? And I'm sure with the vegan one, they've done various. Definitely, well, I didn't do white chocolate, did they? I don't think. But I'm sure I did something else. Well, just the vegan chocolate itself is not actual Galaxy, is it? So, yeah, I don't know. It's very strange. I don't know why they do that. It seems a bit odd. It does seem a bit odd, that. Yeah, I really don't know. I don't know if there's a reason for it, like the quality or some of the ingredients are banned in the UK or something. I don't know, but I don't think so. As you say, because they do it for other stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Like say the white Twix is very strange. Yeah, don't know. I don't know why. As you say, just bizarre. So this one, despite all odds, I gave this one quite a high rating. I gave this 4.5 out of 5. I'm sick of Oreo stuffs. You know, it's basically. But this one I thought was crammed full of Oreo pieces. Like most other sort of Cadbury Oreo products, it actually was good. Far less cream filling as a result, which was really nice. Because the cream filling is what I don't like in these ones. It's just very sickly and boring and not very nice. You know, it's cookies and cream centre. Especially like Hershey's do it quite frequently. And white chocolate didn't seem to taste odd. Normally Cadbury white tastes a bit funny, I find. Has a bit of a weird chemical taste. They didn't have it in this case. Don't know if that's because of the Oreo pieces sort of like balancing it out or something. You know, and I say, yeah, but there's still a cream centre in it, and it still detracts from it, which is the thing. Also, you know, just Oreo generally is just becoming a bit boring with these ones, really. So, 4.5, it seems quite strong. I mean, even then I was saying they were quite boring, so maybe I was, I don't know, I'm just thinking, it seems a bit high, that, really. I'll give myself the benefit of the doubt on that one, and keep it as a 4.5 out of 5. But I feel like, I don't know, I feel like certainly it's closer to a 4 than a 5, that's for sure, and I'm tempted to mark it down. But as I say, I normally am very harsh on these ones, and at the time I was saying I was bored of them and things like that. So for me to still give it 4.5 out of 5 makes me feel like I considered all the things that I'm thinking of now that wouldn't mark it down. Yeah, they actually did do a Galaxy Vegan white chocolate a few. Yeah, is that what it was? I knew I'd seen it somewhere. I was about to say it, and I think I did have it in the stash, I think, to review. And I think you review. Or did I review it? Maybe I did. Yes, yeah. But it's still not Galaxy White. No, this is it. It's still not the same. I think the vegan white is discontinued now anyway. Yeah, did I actually review that one? I think I did, didn't I? I think you're right. I definitely had it at some point. Anyway, let's have a look. Did I review it? Galaxy. Yeah, Galaxy Smooth White Vegan. Yeah, I did review it. You're right. Yes, yeah. I thought they did, you know. I started to say it, and then I doubted myself and went back on it. But yeah, interesting one. But yeah, why the vegan? It does make it's like they've got two different companies, isn't it? Like one that works on the vegan stuff and anything else, white chocolate related, and then one that doesn't, you know. So yeah, it just seems odd. Seems odd. Why would you do? I don't know. Yeah, very strange. Very strange. Unless you just don't think the UK wants a white chocolate, or only people who buy vegan stuff would be interested in it. I don't know. It's just an excuse to make one with the vegan range. Just to, I don't know. Very strange. Yeah, bizarre. As I don't think we can explain it, with Andrew. It just makes no sense. Oh dear, well that was all the ones 5 years back, so let's swap it around now, get all the okay, let's change it all around, there we go. But I'll tell you what we'll do. I've got some memberships to gift, so we'll get those done now. So basically you have to opt in. I say this quite often, so apologies if you heard it all before, but basically if you click on the join button down here somewhere, I think it is, it says join down there. It's near subscribe, or well, hopefully it's unsubscribe, hopefully, because you've already subscribed. But yeah, if you click on that one, there'll be like an options menu, a burger menu, 3 dots or whatever it is. I mean, if you click on that, it says membership gifting or settings, and then membership gifting. There's a toggle button that says to allow it. You just got to agree to it basically, just because obviously people are gifting you stuff. I don't think you're signing your life away or anything like that. I think if you've already got a YouTube account or whatever, you've already done that. So, so there you go. So give you a few seconds to do that, and then I'll give those away. Let's say I have got a goal in place. So actually, for one super chat, I wonder if we'll get it. Well, I don't know. Got 45, got 20 minutes left. So any levels, well, it could be literally anything. So as I say, we'll see what happens there. We'll see what happens. Kind of feel like worth trying to achieve that. We'll see. But anyway, you never know. Someone might be feeling generous. All right, let's have a look. Let's see. So let's give these memberships. I'm assuming I've still got them to do. Let's have a look. Membership gifting. Yes, I have. Yep. So we'll give 5. So good luck, everyone. Good luck. 3, 2, 1. Gift away. Let's see what happens. All right. So you should get some exclusive access to content before other people generally remember. Let's see, all right. So Baldylocks. All right, Baldylocks. I knew, yes, well, good to see you. Baldylocks got a few Yes, Andy's edits again. Andy's well done, Andy. I mean, I think you know, honestly, if you only won the lottery as many times as you won these 3 memberships, Andy. And Smithy as well, same to you. Smithy number 1, good to see you again. And Dean Lee Dean also, great to see you, Dean. Yes, and Skywalker also as well. So I think Baldylocks is the only person, unless they've changed the name, of course. So there's a new person there. So great to see everyone back again. I hope you enjoy your membership. Let me know. The black and white lion bar's been spotting heron for. Honestly, heron of all. I mean, well, I'm assuming hopefully I'll get it in B&M. Black and white lion bar. That sounds quite an interesting one. I think I've still got 2 lion bars, so I was going to do a duo review of them. I think it's about the white and milk chocolate one. But yeah, heron foods. I still have never seen a heron foods. I've just seen B&M whatever. I'm sure there is one. When I looked for one on YouTube around where I lived, I think it was around anywhere near me. I think it was just like some weird place on the housing estate or something like that. I'm not sure if it really still was one, or I don't know. Didn't look very inviting anyway. Seems to be a dark coloured chocolate wafer with a white coating. Wow, that sounds quite interesting. That does sound quite interesting. Unusual caramel and crispy pieces. Surprisingly good lion bars, aren't they? Really, it's they're a lot smaller than used to be. At least the ones I keep seeing. I don't know if it's because they're the multi-pack bars or something like that. But they are nice. Let's say people who like Drifter, it's probably the closest you can still get to a Drifter, isn't it? Because the middle is basically a Drifter. It's the usual caramel and crispy pieces, well, the caramel wafery bits in the middle. Of course, this one though with a chocolate wafer. So I'm quite excited for that. Sounds a good one as well, Andrew. Yeah, so 3 things. What I forgot, we've got the white and dark lion bar. What was the other one? We've got the coconut aero and the brownie Yorkie. So they're 3 things to look out for. So hopefully I'll get all 3 of these this week, and we'll do a stash watch next week. So there we go. Interesting. Yeah, I'll definitely keep my eye out for those, Andrew. Thank you very much for that again. Yeah, interesting one. Yeah, just goes to show, doesn't it? Like I said a few times, really, a lot of people were saying, would I run out of stuff to review on the channel, being a chocolate channel? You just don't. There's so many things, and I've got a pile of stuff. Madness, really, the amount of stuff you get to review. But all right, so things from 1 year ago. So what do we do? Well, speaking of well, not really speaking actually, because it's Nestle, but almost. But yes, I got the half and half. Yes. White chocolate and milk chocolate egg Kit Kat chunky one. Yeah, so this is available this year still, so you can still get this one. I gave this, what did I give it? I gave it 4 out of 5. I gave it basically. So it looks great, and it does, and so it's sealed really well as well, which I thought it might not be. It was a really nice seal. I don't think there was any bleed in the colours or anything like that. Really well done. And 2 Kit Kat Junkies as well. I think you got you did get a milk and a white chocolate Kit Kat Chunky as well, which is always good. But the problem with this one, and the reason I didn't rate it high, is that the chocolate egg itself is not really anything to do with Kit Kat other than the colour of the chocolate. There's no like wafery bits in the chocolate. I thought that'd be really nice if they did little crunchy bits of wafer in there, something like that to make it a bit more Kit Kat like. And there wasn't really, and that's why it's a 4 out of 5, because it's just a standard. I mean, well, not really a standard egg being milk and white chocolate, but it's nothing to do with Kit Kat, It's a bit disappointing there really for that. And I think for that reason, again, it is just a sort of You know, I mean, Nestle milk chocolate's nice. White chocolate, well, milk chocolate's not too bad, but the white chocolate's not bad. But I think I can't really rate it high. I think it's a missed opportunity, really, and that's the problem with it. Not really Kit Kat related. So, you know, yep, same with that one. 4 out of 5. Kit Kat Chunkies are always nice, of course. Really nice, good chocolate bar, that one. Wasn't really reviewing the Kit Kat Chunkies themselves as such, just the product as a whole. Review Kit Kat Chunkies. They're probably a 4.5 out of 5. But, you know, there we go. The egg itself, as I say, still nice, but it could have, it should have had something more Kit Kat Chunky like about the egg itself, really. But I quite like the half and half. I think I've used that concept for my some of my thumbnails. That's where it says half, you know, the milk and white text there. So I don't know if I got it from that or it's just a coincidence. But there we are. It's not a bad one, that one. Not too bad, but as I say, missed opportunity there to make it even more, take advantage of that Kit Kat, Kit Kat brand, really. All right. So what else we got here? Yes, sir. Oh, yes, these hot cross buns mini bites, whatever they're called. What's the actual name of it? Hot Chocky, or M&S Chocky hot cross bun bites. There we go. So I gave these ones a 4 out of 5, so another 4. Plenty of spice inclusion, so they smell great when you open them, basically. The food centre's nice, so they're basically just one of those. They do a lot of these in M&S, these fudge bites, you know, and they just change them every now and again with a different sort of theme around them, or they change them every now, slightly. So they might have a blonde one where where they cover these in blonde chocolate and still have the milk chocolate around it, which is a bit weird. It seems like they've just for we've got the bites, let's just add some blonde chocolate on top of it. So rather than just replace the milk chocolate, they've added blonde chocolate and a few other things. Basically, if you ever have some kind of limited edition product, sometimes you'll notice it's just these, but just repurposed. But one thing, I think I had like orange jelly pieces in there, and also raisins. But I thought it was just lacking the raisins. Basically, just lacked lacked anything special about them. So they're really sparsely filled. That might have 1 raisin per bite or something like that. Maybe I don't know if it's quite that bad, but yeah. So they're okay. I think for me, I might. They smell really nice, and that's probably what was half the battle. Really, they did have a lot of nice spice inclusions there. But I feel like I'm going to give these a 3.5 out of 5, just sit it down. I feel like, I feel like just a missed opportunity. Should be better than they were. And yeah, so they weren't bad, but you know what I mean. I don't, 4 out of 5s and above, I think are things that I'd be tempted to get again. And I don't think I'd really be tempted to get these again, basically. So there we are. Maybe that's a new rule for 4 out of 5s, but things I'd buy more than once, Because most chocolate products are nice, aren't they? Almost everything chocolate related is going to be a 3 out of 5 unless it's horrible. So there we are. All right. Average chocolate, of course, being 3 out of 5. All right, so these ones, remember these more bars are still around, I'm sure they are, but never really got much traction, did they? A bit, they're basically like the sort of Max bars, but smaller. Just repurpose of those. Now, which one's this one? Is this the praline crisp? I gave this one a 3.5 out of 5. Lovely crunch on the wafer, plenty of praline, but there's too much of the praline, I thought. Overpowers the other components, and no real dairy milk taste as well because of all the other stuff. So it's just, again, not a really well balanced bar, really. And the chocolate isn't overly thick either, and the wafer doesn't go all the way to the edge. In certain places, this, that, and the other. I thought these were a bit disappointing for me, really, and I had a feeling I was going to be disappointed by them. Yeah, I don't know if they're still really. I'm sure they're still around, these ones. Let's have a look. Are they still around? Dairy, milk, and more. Let's have a see. Looks like they are. Let's have a look. Yeah, seems like they are. Great to see you, Egg. Yeah, been a long time. How are you doing, Egg? How are you doing? Great to see you. Yes, how's the gaming going on? Are you still playing? Was it Overwatch 2 you were playing? But there's another one, Valorant, wasn't there, as well? Is it still going well? Are you still doing at it? Still going at it? Let me know. But good to see you, Ed. Good to see you. Yeah, good to see you. And yeah, so there we are. So these 3.5 out of 5s. I mean, the thing is, it's got lots in there. I feel like you can't really say it's an average bar with so much content and stuff like that. So that's probably the only reason it's not a 3 out of 5. So I'm going to say the same, 3.5 out of 5. Just a bit it just wasn't great, really. It wasn't great, yeah. So there we are. Still playing random games at this point. Yeah, random games. I just started Cult of the Lamb, is what I started the other day. So I've got a gaming channel, Good Lord Montgomery, that I'm trying to every now and again try. I want to do more on that one. But yeah, playing a few games on it. Just don't get the time as much these days. You seen that sticky toffee pudding Easter egg? Looks so good. I don't think I have. Sticky toffee pudding, where's that from? That does sound nice. Is that an M&S one, is it? I don't think I've seen that one. Sticky toffee pudding. Let's have a look. Sticky toffee pudding Easter egg. Where's that from? Thornton's one. No, I don't think it's that. Lily. Is it the Lily O'Brien's one? Lily O'Brien looks like that. A sticky toffee pudding one. Interesting. Lily O'Brien. I've still got loads of their stuff to review. Lily O'Brien's. Yeah, I've got a load of things for theirs to review. £17 though, egg. £17. Goodness me. Man, you do get a few chocolates with it, I think, by the looks of it. So it's not just the egg. But let's have a look. What does it say? Sticky toffee milk chocolate boxed egg with 9 sticky toffee chocolates. So milk chocolate Easter egg, handcrafted with Leo Brown's signature milk chocolate. Each egg is coming by 9 sticky toffee chocolates. All right. So I don't know whether the egg itself is sticky toffee pudding flavoured or not. Quite expensive. It does look nice though. It has a nice look to it. 2 for £35 it says. Oh, €35. That's weird. So basically they've used in the UK it's got like it says like £17 and it's got 2 for 30. I thought 2 for £35 and it's £17 each. I was thinking, you know, that's a bit doesn't quite work, but you have to pay more for 2 of them. Yeah, so but it's for some reason they must be using the same picture that they're using for the European, which is a bit cheap, to be honest with you. Let's have a look. See if we can save this somewhere. We'll do a stop Lily. Let's see if we can show this picture. So let's see what I'm looking at. Let's have a see image. So let's have a look. So see desktop Lily. Yeah. All right. So we can see it. There we are. Let's see. There we go. So this is what we were talking about. Lily O'Brien, say 2 for €35. There we are. But for £17 each. So there we go. But I don't think I've read the description there. But basically, long story short is I think it just comes with sticky toffee pudding flavoured chocolates. I don't think the egg itself is sticky toffee pudding flavoured. But definitely looks nice. So all the same for sure. Funny company, Lily O'Brien's really. Funny company. I don't quite. Yeah, they just, I don't know. I've got a few, as I say, chocolatey things I need to review of those, and the Easter stuff is just taken over really. But yeah, an interesting one, that one. But yeah, quite expensive. But a lot of Easter eggs are expensive when you think about it. You know, most of the credible ones and stuff like that from Cadbury, is it Cadbury or Nestle, like £13. There's only £4 more for that, and you get the, you know, you do get the chocolates as well. It's 365 grams, so weighs about the same actually. I think the incredible ones are about that much. Did have one to hand, but I think I've reviewed it. Yeah, I think the Layers one was the one I've seen. The Layers one, you say Layers? Is that the same company or is that a different one? Layers. Oh, it's not Layers. All right, okay, yeah. It's a company called Layers, right? Wow, that does look pretty good. I did. It's funny actually because there is one in Lidl that do this. I think Andrew might mention it originally with. I don't know if it was Alan. Was it Alan and Andrew? Maybe both of them. Not sure. But anyway, one in Lidl has Biscoff and caramel. One with Biscoff, one with caramel inside the egg as well, in like this one. So this does look very nice. $18.95. This one. This does look pretty good. Pre-order. It says pre-order. I mean, well, you know, goodness me. Surely they've got to be selling it now. Well, share this one as well. Let's have a look. Let's print this. Let's see what this one's about. Excuse the. See, I'll have a look. Let's have a see. Yes. Okay. Good. Right. So here we go. This is what egg's on about. Look at that. There we go. I think that's the one. Is that the one you've mean? I'm assuming it is. Does look very nice. This is not much more expensive than the other one. About £2 more. It's between 250 and 500 grams. It says in the blurb bit below, which is there's a big weight difference. Surely, with sticky toffee pudding being one of the most popular desserts in the UK and in our family, we had to create this masterpiece in egg form. Spoiler alert, we have. All right. The front back shells are loaded with sticky toffee pudding encased in our delicious Belgian milk chocolates. All right, topping design was subject to availability. So it says pre-order though. It's available between February the 3rd and 15th of April. Interesting. So, did you manage to get this one, then, egg? You managed to get it? Even own brand Easter eggs are quite expensive. Well, that's a good point, Andrew. Yeah, even like the Tesco one they've just reviewed. I did the comparison with the Yorkie one. That was like £10. I thought it was going to be like £8, you know. But it's out of stock. Yeah, out of stock. So maybe the pre-order, I don't know, that means it's just out of stock. I don't know. Similar price, yeah, roughly. They say the cake needs to remain fresh, so they will sell it closer to Easter. All right, yeah, and that's it. Yeah, okay, interesting. Well, I'll have a look for that then. Have a look. Did he do? Let's have a look. Easter eggs. What did he do? Other ones? Yeah, they do quite a few. Goodness me, they do quite a few. They've got the white Biscoff top brownie egg. Goodness me, Turkish. Goodness me, these do look very nice. Wowzer. Pistachio brownie egg, tiramisu egg, bounty top coconut egg, cream top. You don't work for Layers, do you? I'm just giving good advertising. Munchies top brownie. Goodness me, there's loads of good ones here. Actually, I want them all. The Turkish delight one looks pretty good as well. Andrew might like that one. You missed it, unfortunately. Oh dear. So are they all gone basically? They don't do them anymore. I mean, it's not April the 15th yet, so you know, Munchies top brownie egg. Goodness me, these look amazing. All these. Wow. Malteser bunny top egg. So some of them are just like a sort of cracked egg, but they do look really good actually. They do look very nice, these ones, I must say. Yeah, I wish I'd kind of knew about these. White Biscoff top one, yeah. A lot of them, some of them are a bit more straightforward. They've literally just stuck a load of chocolate on top of them, into the egg itself. But nonetheless, goodness me, they do look very, very indulgent. Yeah, very indulgent. But I think the sticky toffee pudding one's the most unique one, isn't it? The others are just chocolate bars and stuck on it, really. Maybe the tiramisu one and the pistachio brownie one. Goodness me, very nice. Wonder if they look that good when they arrive. Well, I mean, yeah, I reckon they probably will. You know, I think they probably will. And if not, you can't go too far wrong. I think they probably will. But yeah, they do. I know what you mean. Though they do look very, very precise. Yeah, but I could forgive them if they don't, because I think they'll look very. I think they'll look. They'll taste. I think they'll taste as good as they look. That's for sure. Still hollow Easter eggs will get extinct soon if these filled eggs continue. This is it, really, isn't it? Yeah, which is, as long as they give you good value for money, maybe that's the way they can make them sort of, as I say, be a bit more worth the money they're charging by adding value to it. But of course, that means, why would they do that? Why would they give you more for the same money? Yeah, but you're right though. It is. One thing I do like, and I imagine these are still going to go up. They're going to be £2 next year or the year after. But the sort of the regular, just like Smarties eggs, the regular, chocolate buttons, Cadbury chocolate buttons one. The way they're like £1.25 or something. They're so nice. Those actually, they really. I mean, I was saying this to Alan last week, and me and Alan have said this for quite a while actually. Just like they just really hit the spot perfectly. They just give you a nice Easter egg experience. They give you everything you want. They've got chocolate inside the egg itself, like the treats, like the mini eggs or whatever they are. They're a nice size. They're just perfect, and they're like £1 something. So I'm sure I don't know exactly how much they weigh, but I'm pretty sure it's like 100 grams or something like that. So like weightage, it's amazing. And they're just really nice, and you get a few of them for a few. I don't know, 3 for £4, something like that. These wee ones are £2 in some supermarkets. Yeah, that is goodness me. I was surprised it wasn't already, Alan. To be honest with you, yeah. Well, as in when I looked at them, but yeah, that is frustrating. That too. I mean, yeah, it's frustrating. I'm disappointed, but yeah, I'm not surprised. I mean, this year I've seen them for I think they were £1.50. I think when I saw them, and they were £1.25 last year, maybe £1. Maybe it's £1 and £1.25. Now, as Alan's saying, some of them are £2. So a bit rubbish. It's probably Tesco that charge £2 for these. I mean, they're a bit of a pain, Tesco. They give you like the club card price, don't they, which is the proper price, and they just rip you off with the non-club card price. So maybe that's where it is. But yeah, but they're still really good. They still hit the spot, those ones. But for me, I feel like these sort of regular ones Andrew's mentioned before should be £5. Regular Easter eggs £5. And the mini ones like £2. Although you can get like mini and mini plus ones, can't you? There's like mini ones which are like your Cadbury Buttons ones and stuff like that, and then there's like a mini plus range which is a bit slightly bigger, or at least a bigger box anyway, where they're actually bigger. But yeah, interesting. But there we go. Right, okay. Well, last one for today. Interesting. Yeah, thanks very much for. Oh my God, one of them does say sold out. On the Layers, by the way, egg. The Biscoff, the white Biscoff top brownie does say sold out, whereas all the others don't. Hang on, I've just clicked buy. So if any of us are still available, presumably, but the White Biscoff one isn't for whatever reason. So presumably you can get the other one still egg. So yeah, do let me know if you do get them. Yeah, put some pictures in Discord as well if you do. It'd be good to see those for sure. Oh yeah, very interesting that. Yeah, do look very nice, those ones. I'm tempted, but I've got so many eggs to go through already, you know what I mean? I don't know if I can quite, but maybe I will. But the thing is as well, sometimes, well, I'll get, if they've got one special one, when they've got 4 special ones I want, I feel like, well, I'd want to go all in on them, you know, and then that stops me getting one of them. So maybe we'll see what happens, we'll see. But anyway, right, yes, and the last one is the other and more one as well, the Caramel Nut Crunch. Caramel Nut Crunch. That's me. That's a bit painful, that one. But yes, so look, let's see. Where have I put the thing? Yeah, right. It's Caramel Nut Crunch. So I gave this one a 3.5 out of 5. This one again, it's the same as the other one actually. Yeah, I like those small Easter eggs, but I think the price a bit high this year. Like I was saying, really. Tesco have the nursing ones, like the Smarties one for £1.50, and the Cadbury's ones are £1.65. Yeah, I've seen them for £1.25, I think, and maybe £1.50. You know, I do like the Smartie one actually. Look at the ice cream man, the beginning of the tune. Not sure if you can, but yeah. The Smartie one I thought really works actually. I don't know why. It's the Cadbury ones I like, but for some reason, sometimes the Cadbury chocolate, I don't know. It's like as nice as it is, it's a bit soft sometimes, and a bit, you know, you can fridge it and stuff. I know, but the Nestle milk chocolate is just a lot bit harder, a bit crisper, and I like that snap in the Easter egg. You know what I mean? I think the Cadbury ones, they kind of almost a bit too soft, and they bend the egg, you know. And as nice as chocolate is, I kind of feel like I want a solid snappy chocolate from my egg sometimes. So it's quite good to get the Smarties ones and this and the other. The Cadbury's and more bars gave me strong Milka rebrand vibes. Yeah, they definitely do, Andrew. You're right. And also they're just like the sort of the Max ones as well. Especially this one, it looks like a Max. You know, or the what were the other ones called? The Big Taste, and was it Cadbury Max or was it Milka Max and Cadbury Big Taste? I can't remember what it was now. I like the novelty of the Smarties being loosened. Yeah, I know this is it. I wish they all were. I only reckon they aren't in the bigger ones is because maybe when you try and smash it, you crush all the chocolates or something like that. I don't know. I'm not sure. I agree. The Cadbury ones need to go in the fridge. Yeah, I think you're probably right there, Alan. Yeah, maybe I'll try that next time as well. But yeah, I think you're right. It's funny, isn't it? Because it's not that they're not nice. It's still Cadbury's chocolate. But yeah, I don't know. It doesn't give you the Easter. You want the snap, don't you? You don't want it to sort of cave in. You want it to break properly. Yeah. But yeah, I had the Smartest one the other day, and it just I don't know. I just needed it, and it was perfect. You know, it just was a lovely experience, basically. Really nice. Yeah, it was really nice. Yeah, I did like it. So this one's better than the other one, basically. I think this Cadbury More bar, this and more one, which was the hazelnuts. Got lots of pleasure chopped hazelnuts, caramel and cream in there. Big and chunky, but again, doesn't give you a dairy milk taste. The chocolate's quite thin as well, and the cream is a bit bland and overpowers everything. So basically, yeah, again, it's just because of the contents of it. It's got stuff in it that it's a 3.5 out of 5, and I think that's probably about right. But it's certainly closer to a 3 than a 4. It's just a bit boring. And to be honest with you, if it wasn't other stuff in it, that, you know, I'm tempted to give them a 3 out of 5. But it's just, if you had sometimes if you just have a block of chocolate, it's not bad, is it? And you know, you do want that, and it gives you more than the sum of its parts, really. Just because it's a block of chocolate doesn't mean it's necessarily just 3 out of 5. So maybe these ones should be a 3 out of 5. Maybe they should be, but I think for today I'm feeling generous. I'll keep them the same, but I think bear in mind, yeah, I don't know. I don't really rate those that much, to be honest with you. Nestle milk chocolate isn't even it's best on its own, but sometimes it really works. Like with Yorkies and Easter. Yeah, this is it exactly. This is it. The Smarties one. I don't know, but it just yeah, it just works. It just works. It just works. Like you say, it's a funny one. It is a funny one. It's like the Crunch bars as well. You know, just amazing. You know, even the yeah. Don't know, just they just, as you're saying, Yorkies, and even like the milk chocolate block in Quality Street, you know, that's just really, it's probably my favourite one in Quality Street, actually, strangely. Yeah, you're right, they just, something about it, they I don't know, they just manage to pull stuff out the bag, don't they? Smarties Incredible Egg is on my radar. I think I reviewed that, Alan, last week. Did I publish it this week? I've just reviewed this morning actually the incredible Quality Street egg, and I've done the Smarties one. I've got basically the next one I want to publish is I did a duo review of the Lidl caramel and what's the other one, Biscoff or whatever, caramelized biscuit. That's the next one I want to do. But yeah, the Smarties one. I've got the Smarties one. I wanted to do the I don't know what the bunny munch, whatever it is from M&S, the actual tin, and then I say the incredible eggs as well. So yeah, I've got a few I've got to get out there really. Yeah. So but the Smarties incredible. I'll try and get that published this week, Alan, if I can. There we go. So that one. So the next three are probably the Smarties one. I'll say the duo review. I think I've started the duo. Started editing it last night. So yes, hopefully I'll get it done soon. Hopefully Monday, maybe. Maybe if I manage to get out before, members will get it first, of course. So yeah, so there we go. So there we are. Right, so there we go, guys. It's pretty much been still. I think we've got 1 minute left to get to any super chat whatsoever. Any super could be literally like £1 or something like that, whatever the lowest. It was optimistic. But there we are. But there we go. So it's like 1:45. Quite good timing though, really, because it brings us to the end of the live this time. So not too bad. I'm looking forward to seeing the Little Egg review. Oh, thank you, Andrew. Thank you. I really like the caramel one. I already have a similar one where half is caramel filled and milk chocolate, and the other half is salted blonde. I think it's 300 grams. Yeah, I've done a load of Aldi eggs as well. That's one I've did ages back. I reviewed like 3 of them at once, I think. I don't know if it was that one though. I'm not sure. Might have been. I've got the ones you've mentioned as well, Andrew. The marbled ones. I did get them in the end, and I got a couple of them from Lidl as well. A popcorn one and another one which I can't think what it was. I can see it over there. Got to do a stash watch maybe next week for those. Maybe anyway, if I see if they've got enough things for stash watch. But there we go. Yeah. So I'll have to, I've reviewed a load of stuff ages. Did I publish them? I don't know. I'll have to go back and organise what Easter. I've still got Easter stuff from last year that I never published as well, which is bizarre, isn't it? So one of them really. So we'll see. Yeah, there we go. Oh well, yeah. I'll try and if I'll look at that, I'll try and get that out soon as well. I've still got till the 20. I've got 15 days, 2 weeks to get all these reviews out. It's not going to happen really, but I'll do what I can. It's a shame because just so many Easter eggs now, and I can't try them all in a few months window they're available. I'm definitely going to buy one last Morrison's Low Day. Get 2 of them, Andrew, and put them together. That's why I almost got them the other day. That's really good value for money, those, when you consider the price of the other ones. £8, I think, wasn't it? I think it was £7.50. I think it was cheaper actually when I went in again. But yeah, get 2 of them, put them together, Andrew. Yeah, just go all out. That's what I would. That's what I'd like to do. I don't think I can because I've just got too many eggs to go through. Like you said, there's too many. But yeah, that was definitely a highlight. Definitely for sure. Yeah, get to it. Let me know if you do that, Andrew. It might not be, it's just not worth it, but there we are. All right, well, I don't think we met the goal. I think, did we not meet the goal? I don't think we met it. Never mind. Maybe I'll try that next time, see what we get. Just get one. If we had one super chat alive, I think that'd be pretty good going, I think, for this channel. There we are, but there we go. We'll try it. All right, there we go, guys. I think that brings us to the end of did I say why this one? Yeah, I think I did, didn't I? 3.5 out of 5, just to give it, yeah, the chocolate's not thick enough and stuff like that. Yeah, I think I did mention it, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Just I don't know. Yeah, there we go. Bit of a boring bar, really, that one. But despite that having all the stuff in it, and as Andrew says, a bit like a Milka rebrand. On Easter Monday last year, I went to Tesco looking for reduced eggs, but they only had Cadbury Caramel Milk eggs. Strangely enough, don't think they brought those back this year. No, yeah, you're right. Yeah, strange one, isn't it? That I don't know why they've did the half of the marble one and the half and half one, didn't they? But yeah, not caramel. Yeah, interesting that one. Still do the regular caramel bars, don't they? But the crispy one. Yeah, interesting that one. But yeah, someone was saying in the comments in one of the videos that they're going to wait till after Easter to buy some eggs. But last year I went to somewhere after Easter, and well, even before it, like M&S for instance, if they're running out of stuff already. I know they restock them and things, but I as you say, last year I don't think I saw anything after Easter. I think they'd all pretty much gone. I think. Certainly, if there was anything, it was I wouldn't say it was the best stuff. You know what I mean? So I don't think. I mean, I know Alan last year mentioned he did it as well. I think, but I don't know if he got anything or he used to do it anyway. But I certainly have no joy. If any of you are watching this and there's any Easter eggs you fancy, I wouldn't wait till after Easter if there's a specific one, because odds are that just won't be available. And I certainly think I don't know. I don't even think it would. I don't think they'd reduce it. I feel like But most things would just go anyway, I think, you know. Only the things that just really don't sell, some of the more mundane stuff. Maybe like the own brand things, maybe. So there we go. Right, well, that pretty much brings us to the end of this one, guys. I've just seen Zhao's turned up as well. Yes, we're just finishing off, Zhao. Just finishing off, honestly, yeah. Oh, we do. The chat hasn't come through for me to click on it yet, Zhao. There we go. I might do a quick look round the shops after Easter Sunday for an Easter reduction. It's worth doing for sure, but I feel like yeah, I don't know. The own brand ones are where it'll be at, I think. Yes. Hi, Joe. Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, the clocks have changed, Joe. That might be what it is. I don't know. The clocks changed last week. Basically, I think it was last week. Anyway, yeah. So that might be what it was. We've gone forward an hour. I don't know what that means. How that equates. I never can get my head around it. But yes. So there you go. You mentioned it. How are you? I've seen the time is changing. Yeah, it has. Yeah, it went. I didn't realise it actually, Joe. Basically, but it did. Yeah, they've changed. Basically, my clock in my bedroom, I never change it, so it was always an hour fast. So it meant I always felt like I was getting an hour longer in bed and stuff like that. But then last Sunday, I didn't realise it was changing, and I got up, and I was expecting it to be an hour earlier than it was. And I remember looking at the clock, thinking, I'm sure I got up earlier than this. And it was because the clocks had gone back, and I didn't realise. Yeah. Have a happy weekend. Oh, thank you, Alan. You too, Alan. Have a great one yourself, Alan. Let me know, as I say, if you manage to find a Yorkie in this Saturday, let me know. Yeah, let me know. And any Easter antics as well. It's 4:50 p.m. Yeah, that's right. It is. Yeah, that's right, Joe. It is. Yeah, so it's changed now. Does that make it? Does that mean it's gone? So it's 1 hour later. Is that the gist of it, Joe? So it's 1 hour later. Yeah. So, all right. Yes. So I think that's the yeah, 1 hour later for you. But yeah. So basically, yeah. So it stays lighter longer in the UK now. So actually, some people don't like the fact that the clock's changed, but I quite like it really. I think it's really quite. I quite like the fact that it does it. I think it's really good. But there we go. Yeah. Let's just see if I can. There we go. Yes. It's been so sunny this week. Had to have the fan on more than once. I know I'm a bit worried about my chocolate. It's not been too bad so far, but really nice sunny weather up in UK. I know it's lovely, really nice and bright. I was saying normally when I do, it just changes very quickly. You know, sometimes between the Friday and the Monday. But obviously, you remember in the past, about a month ago, I was saying how dark it was still and stuff like that, and then you know, it's perfectly bright, like it's like proper daytime, you know. I had to yes, and I had to mow the lawn as well, stuff like I was mentioning to Alan before. Yeah, so for me it's 1 hour earlier. 1 hour earlier. So spring forward, fall back. So we've gone 1 hour earlier. Is that right? Yeah, I guess it is. That's right. Because we've gone further ahead, haven't we? Yeah, that's right. So it's like yeah, so it's 1 hour early. So the 4 o'clock has come an hour sooner than it otherwise would have done. I can never get my head around it. But yeah, that's right. Yeah, so it's an hour early, isn't it? So in fact, you're actually early technically, Joe, aren't you? You're technically early. Yeah. And the daffodils are all out, which is really nice. Yeah, and I love I do love that, and all the trees. It's got this weird one actually. There's like some trees near plants, bushes near my gym, and for some reason they've only just lost the leaves, and it's the same every year. They're like the worst plants ever. They basically flower really late in summer, and then they just literally just lost them. They had brown leaves for about 3 months, and they've just lost them all now. It's really bizarre. I don't know what kind of plant they are, but it looks so miserable. Interesting. The temperature's dropped a lot here. I guess it's because it's going into autumn now, isn't it? Where you are, Joe? Is that right? But yeah, nice spring here, so it's all lovely. Yeah, nice. It's my favourite time of year this time of year because it's not too hot. It's really optimistic that the things are getting lighter and lighter. The plants are coming out. As soon as you get to summer, for me, we've hit the peak then, and it's all downhill. You know, I don't like it, and it's too hot. And the days getting shorter. I don't like the summer. I prefer spring. March and April are my favourite months by far. Complain to the gym about the poor quality of their foliage. Yeah, I know. I don't. It's just so weird. What's the point? I just don't get the point. Yeah, it's just really bizarre. Literally like looking at other plants and they're all budding and starting to get green, and these ones have got all brown leaves from like the winter, and now they're all bare. They're just literally bare. So it's like it's like I don't know. Are they living on like Jaws time, something like that, where it's completely opposite ends of the seasons? It's bizarre. But yeah, interesting. Oh dear. I see. I tried to imagine how the weather looks where you live. Yeah, it's very nice and yeah, lovely and just yeah, really lovely. I mean, to be honest with you, you've probably seen well, yeah, it's an interesting one, but it's very nice and bright. You know, just really cloudless sky at the moment. Just really nice. I'll say it's but not too warm. It's like well, it says 14 degrees on my computer. I'm sure it's a bit warmer than that. But nonetheless, you know, it's not boiling hot, but it's just really bright. It was quite windy actually this week. Yes, it's 15 degrees. Yes, see, you know, 15. So for me, you know, a lovely warm sunny day, 15 degrees or whatever. It's just really nice. It's just a perfect temperature, really, you know. When it starts to get into 20 degrees, because in the UK, Joe, like 20 degrees is pretty warm. And when it starts getting like that, because our houses are not built for it as well, you know, they're built to keep the heat in, so it gets really hot inside the houses. Like Andrew was saying, you need a fan, you know, when it starts to get quite warm. So houses are built for keeping the heat in. So anytime it gets really warm, or vaguely warm, you know, it can really start to get too uncomfortable. Yeah, so there we go. So we should complain. We always complain about the weather in the UK. It's just one of those things. It's too warm, too cold, too wet, too dry. Always the way. Right, well, there we go, guys. There we go. Brings us to the end of Look Back, yeah, episode 63. Congratulations again to Baldy Locks. Congratulations, Andy's edits as well. Probably at the gym. Smithy number 1, Deanly Dean, and Skywalker. Yes, a few regulars there. Keep, I say, if they only won the lottery as much as they win the these free memberships, that's bizarre, really, isn't it? But never mind. Can't have all your luck. You've got to have luck in one way. You know, maybe not in everything, but there we go. So hopefully you don't mind the luck in my channel. Alright guys, well great to see you all, great to see you Joe, great to see you Andrew as well, and Alan of course, and Scotty travelling around the country as usual, yeah, so great to see you all, and Egg of course, great to see you Egg, and thanks for the layers Easter eggs, I'll look into those Egg, see what happens, you never know. But right, well take care guys, have a good weekend, and I say if I've gone, apologies, it's not by the time your message comes through, it's just because there's a, you know, I don't know, lead time, whatever it is, of about 10 seconds or something, so basically I might have already gone by the time messages come through, sometimes the chat's a bit slow anyway, so one of those. But have a great weekend. Great to see you all. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye for now. See ya.